Hello, I'm Jake, aka HamStuff, and this is my little Minecrafty self in all my blocky glory. And this, well, we'll find out what this is in a moment. So, if you've read the title, you know this is about my town of Asgard and the things within it I built in Minecraft. We begin here. This is the marine room. Now, as I always plan to build this on a multiplayer server, I've got some laws of Asgard. You can pause and read those if you so wish. Alternatively, you could take a guess as to why I call this the marine room. The nautical feel of the blue glass, the fact it's all entirely, well, almost entirely submerged in water, the prismarine and sea lanterns, it's anyone's guess. Next up, we have a little sign telling us to go down here. So down here we shall go. These are the tunnels beneath Asgard. I'm going to go down this way. The crafting tables and furnaces are just to provide some manner of decoration, but they're of course functional if you want to use them. You could, using all of these furnaces, you could smelt a total of about 11 billion items. So this is the lower perimeter, where the tunnel leads to. Same crafting table and furnace walls, trapdoors and magma and lava for floor. I call it the lower perimeter because there is this, the upper perimeter. Here is a bit more decorative, with the glass and the patterns of the triangles on the glass. Some of it isn't loading in because my computer doesn't like a screen recorder and Minecraft running at once. But the upper perimeter also serves to give a view out on the ocean and what I assume is drowned. Might be a zombie. It's more likely to be a drowned. In the corners, rather than glass, I went with cobblestone walls. In the north and south, I use red glass rather than the blue that I use in the east and west. So, next up, I'm going to show you a tower that I don't really have a name for. I've been trying to think of one, but nothing comes to mind. Perhaps Minary Wharf? It's similar, not inspired by it. The inside of my tower, as you can see here, quite minimalist. Not too much going on. Glass windows. Netherrack in the corners. And you may notice the floor, the bands of red sandstone, stone brick and quartz. The pattern changes in that it goes in as you go up. The string adds to give it a bit more detail, and if it wasn't so lit up, it would also help with mob spawning. Going up to the top now, the floor of the next room, this one here, goes up slightly to take advantage of the greater space from the roof. And speaking of the roof, here we are. Same pattern, but using stairs. And the netherrack is on fire in the corners, and as you see, we're just above cloud height. I mean, you can actually watch the clouds come through the top room. If of course you have clouds on, but I've turned them off for this. And then instead of stone bricks, or normal bricks rather, in the corners, I've gone for brick stairs. Let's go down. So this is where we came in. And as we go lower, we get a much nearer look at the ocean. And then we go, what do you call things up under the ocean? Subaquatic? Subaqueous? Underwater? Let's go with underwater. So for underwater rooms, I'll maintain the same pattern. Then this one, where you can see the sea floor that I built. And also the parts of it are underground. I wanted it to be symmetrical top to bottom. So where the roof goes up, the little thing in the basement goes down. And beneath here, sneaky secret area. Brings me into my office. Which, is it me or is it just a bit TARDIS-like? I don't know which one specifically it'd be like. But yeah, here's my desk. Got places to sit. I've got the chests. Cauldron. Where it's near a crafting table, furnace and anvil. I've also got that sugar box, and there's another one on the other side too. As well as a brewing stand. Now over here we have my mansion, 5 by 3 by 3. In terms of rooms, that is, not meters. We can see how much my computer truly does not like having a screen recorder and Minecraft running at the same time. But same aesthetic and theme as the tower. With the same pattern, although much larger. And it repeats more. The roof also goes up, like on the tower, just nowhere near as dramatically. And we've kept the same netherrack fire theme in the corners and on the pillars. And we can take a little look at other stuff too, before going back down. I've added a bit more detail, but with the torches to keep everything lit up. And the extra adornments like flags, potted plants, crafting tables, paintings and furnaces. So this one is half underwater, half above. This is the middle floor of the mansion. Down here we have the lava floor, which just as the roof goes up in the middle, the floor goes down a little bit. Gives us a bit more room. And again, it's because I wanted it to be symmetrical. One issue with it though, does that not look odd? The crafting table, floating half a metre in the air. Also half a metre in the air. Since we have a jukebox though, let's put in some music. From here we can see out into the ocean, we can see the sea floor. And here, below this, we have Liela's secret room. Where the floor is quite literally lava. We have lost the music though. I don't know why. Maybe the record stopped. So that's the inner secret room. This is the outer, which for some reason lags a lot more. That's where I plan to put a map, but it's not centered in the world correctly. And one thing I want Mojang to fix, it looks so janky when stairs are waterlogged. But let's not focus on that, let's focus on the pattern of the floor. Although the weird water in this seems to be worse further away. I don't know what I like so bad in here. Apart from like 2 paintings, there's no entities. So that's the side. Now back, going out in the mansion. We have a wooden hut in the centre of Asgard. Going down here, we have a tunnel with another portal in it. Going up here, we have one of the farms. Since this is a creative world, I'm not going to be harvesting any melons and pumpkins. I thought I'd make it a bit nicer looking with some redstone. But in addition to those, we have stuff, wheat, beetroot, sugarcane. Then up here, a bit more wheat, we have potatoes, we have carrots, we have cocoa, then on the lower farm I forgot to tell you about the netherwort. And we have a little look into one of the towers, which I'll show you in a moment. So going back down here, through the top. We have the basement of the tower. Now, since this is the basement, I want to look a little different from the rest of it, as you'll see. This is one of the rooms I designed. There's the farm again. You see the windows. Although it was underground, I had a little something to look at. And here, underwater, you can see out into the ocean. Now this is what one of the rooms typically looks like. But as I said earlier, actually it should have a couple of doors. So let's add those. I plan this to build... I can't English today. I plan to build this on a multiplayer server, so I would let people customise their own rooms. They are all lit from below, from above, and on the walls by torches. And they all have a view of the windows. Every single one of them. Going through here, you can see a lot of vines. I'll show you what those are for in a moment. So, closer to the top, another design for one of the rooms. At the top now, as you can see, I had to add a lot of details just to break up that massive grey surface of cobblestone. With redstone torches, ladders, the windows, the buttons, the stairs, and out through here. Some stairways. This one leads up to a little balcony. I call it the upper balcony. This one down here is the lower balcony. This is the middle balcony. Although not technically in the middle, as we also have the main balcony. This is the largest of them. As you can tell from the redstone lamps and the torches. Well, the key themes of Asgard is light. I want it all to be lit up. Not just to prevent Asgard from having mobs everywhere, because it looks good. But what would Asgard be without the Bifrost? We've got black, purple, blue, green, yellow, orange, red and white glass. This is Asgard's famous rainbow bridge. I used black for ultraviolet, as people call ultraviolet blacklight, and then white for infrared because it's the opposite of black. That's on the opposite end of the spectrum to ultraviolet. Going up here, we can go up on the roof. That thing in the middle would be a spawn for the town. As you can see, we're right at the top of the world. Glide down there. Then drop through the hole. Go through the Bifrost. Right to where we began. In the marine room, where we finished today's video. Hit the like button if you liked. Subscribe if you like me. Have a nice day.